They buried the truth with her mother's tears. They stole her birthright before she could even speak. They called her cursed, unwanted, and forgotten. But destiny has a strange way of remembering those the world tries to erase. The little girl they threw away would one day return, not to beg for mercy but to expose the lies that destroyed her family and reclaim everything that was stolen from her. In the heart of a thriving African city where towering glass buildings stood beside ancient family compounds, tradition and wealth walked hand in hand. Every street told a story. Every marketplace echoed with generations of hard work. Behind the colorful festivals, busy roads, and successful businesses, powerful families protected their legacies at any cost. Among them was one of the city's most respected families. For decades, they controlled a trading empire that stretched across the region. Their name commanded respect, and their wealth seemed endless. To the outside world, they were admired as a symbol of success, unity, and honor. But behind the gates of their magnificent mansion, jealousy quietly grew. The family's only son was expected to marry into another wealthy household. Instead, he followed his heart. He fell deeply in love with a humble young woman known for her intelligence, kindness, and unwavering faith. Although many celebrated their marriage, some members of the family believed she did not belong among them. They smiled in public, but behind closed doors, resentment slowly poisoned their hearts. Not long after their wedding, the young couple welcomed a beautiful baby girl into the world. From the moment she opened her eyes, the elders noticed something extraordinary about her. She was calm, observant, and unusually intelligent for her age. Because of her quiet wisdom and patient nature, they affectionately gave her the nickname Python Girl, comparing her strength and wisdom to the respected python found in many African traditions. Her parents loved her more than life itself. Her father dreamed that one day she would inherit the family business and lead it with honesty. Her mother believed the little girl would unite the family and bring peace where there had been division. But not everyone shared those dreams. Some relatives saw the child as a threat to their own ambitions. They feared that if she inherited the empire, their influence and control would disappear forever. Instead of celebrating her birth, they began plotting in silence. As the years passed, the tension inside the family became impossible to ignore. Smiles became forced. Family dinners turned cold. Secret meetings took place behind locked doors. Greed slowly replaced love, and betrayal waited patiently for the perfect moment. Then one stormy evening, everything changed. The rain fell heavily across the city as her father traveled home after an important business meeting. The roads were nearly empty, and thunder echoed through the dark sky. Hours later, shocking news spread across the city. His luxury vehicle had crashed on a lonely highway. Everyone called it a tragic accident. The newspapers mourned the loss of a respected businessman. Neighbors cried alongside the grieving family. But hidden beneath the sympathy was a terrible secret. Someone had carefully planned his death. The truth was buried before sunrise. Python Girl was still too young to understand why her mother cried every night, or why strangers filled their home wearing sad expressions. She only knew that the warmth of her father's embrace was gone forever. Her mother desperately tried to protect her daughter from the growing hatred within the family. She searched for answers, questioned the strange circumstances surrounding the crash, and refused to believe that fate alone had taken her husband. Her determination frightened those responsible. Soon, cruel rumors began spreading throughout the community. Influential relatives whispered that the young widow had brought misfortune into the household. Others claimed the child herself carried bad luck. People who once welcomed them with open arms suddenly looked away. Friends disappeared. Even trusted relatives remained silent. The family's lawyers presented documents that nobody had seen before. They claimed the late businessman had changed his will. His properties, businesses, and investments were suddenly transferred to other members of the family. Everything happened so quickly that the grieving widow had no chance to defend herself. By dawn, security guards stood at the mansion gates. The mother and her little daughter were ordered to leave immediately. With only a small travel bag and a few treasured photographs, they stepped into the pouring rain, leaving behind the only home the little girl had ever known. As the massive iron gates closed behind them, Python Girl looked back one final time. She did not understand why her family had abandoned her. She did not know that the people she trusted most had stolen her future. But destiny was quietly preparing a story that no amount of betrayal could ever stop.